Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear Minister. First, I do not know which language I should use, for this opening speech.
Statistically, we have more foreigners.
We have more foreigners, so I will continue in Polish then. I'm very glad, to see you here in Warsaw, at the Security Forum. I know that was not easy to wake up, but I think that you found, this environment pleasant for you, and I hope that this conference will be very fruitful for you, as I would like to see the development of the Polish industry for the Polish economy. I would like to say at the beginning that reindustrialization and the role of the defense industry in the economic development of Poland is one of the key priorities for the next years. The government has specified that in the plan which we call the Plan for Responsible Development. This plan is now materialized in the form of the very concrete strategy, which is composed of a number of actions which we will want to undertake, in the coming years. So far, the defense industry hasn't been, at the focus of the government activities. We could even say that some 20 years ago, the Polish defense industry was much more important for the Polish economy than it is now. We are willing to change it, and change it really very soon. So, and that is not only related to the only focus on making the Polish economy functioning better, but also because of the case that for our state, keeping proper army forces in a proper shape is also one of our priorities. But I will not want to speak on behalf of my colleague from the Ministry of Defense, who will tell you more about that. So let's come back to the defense industry. We are going to spend more and more money on the sector. In 2015, it was 1.95% in relation to our GDP. Our target for 2020 is 2.2% of GDP, and in 2030 it is 2.5% of our GDP. So this will be a substantial increase, especially if you compare, these figures to other countries. We are already in the forefront of the country spending, in terms of spending on defense, and this is to increase. And we would like to see the defense industry as one of the key driving forces for the development of our economy. We would like to change the practice of procurement, and you can now see from the relations which we've got in our government between Ministry of Defense, our Ministry of Economic Development, and the business sector. That is changing. That is also based, on our experience so far. I can easily conclude that so far efforts in implementing offset programs have not been successful for our country. Only some individual companies have benefited from that to a certain extent, but in general that hasn't made any substantial impact, neither on economy nor on the competitiveness of our industrial sector. So in the coming years, we would like to a much greater extent to use the potential of our defense industry in the program of modernization of Polish army. Of course, we are very well aware that we do not have all the technologies which are necessary for that, and in many cases it will take decades, you know, to make them available in Poland. So our cooperation with our foreign partners is absolutely necessary. But we would like to base the modernization of the Polish army on the close cooperation with Polish business. So that is our task for the near future. So I wish you all that after this forum, which I hope will not be the first and the last one, but it will, yeah, this will continue, that it will be beneficial for you, that you will have very good business contacts with Polish partners, with foreign partners, and then next year when we will meet, we will talk about very concrete common cooperation projects. Thank you very much for your attention.